In today's video, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy can help you rethink relationships, particularly the pursuit of romance. It's easy for men to fall into the trap of chasing after someone. There's a better way to find happiness and contentment. We'll dive into the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and learn how to cultivate respectful relationships and inner peace. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on living a Stoic life. Number 1. Understanding the pursuit. Let's start by understanding why chasing women might not be the best approach. Many men feel compelled to chase women due to societal pressures, evolutionary instincts, personal insecurity. Society often glorifies the relentless pursuit, leading men to feel they must constantly prove themselves. However, Stoicism teaches us to pause and reflect on the consequences of our actions. Consider the social pressures that portray men as hunters who must relentlessly pursue the object of their affection. This portrayal can lead to extravagant displays of affection, relentless pursuit, and even manipulation. But what does this relentless chase really achieve? Often, it results in damaged self-esteem, strained relationships, and unfulfilled desires. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, had much to say about desire and pursuit. He wrote in his Meditations, "Despise not death, but welcome it, for nature wills it like all else." While he was not speaking directly about relationships, this can be interpreted to mean that we must accept the natural course of events and not force them. Desperation and relentless pursuit often lead to unintended consequences. Instead of chasing women, Stoicism teaches us to focus on self-reflection. Ask yourself why you feel the need to chase. Is it to prove your worth? To satisfy societal expectations? By understanding the root of these desires, you can begin to address them in a healthier way. Recognizing these pressures and understanding their sources can be the first step towards changing how we approach relationships. Moreover, think about the psychological implications of constantly chasing someone who may not reciprocate your feeling. This one-sided pursuit can lead to feelings of rejection, frustration, and even resentment. It's important to evaluate whether the chase is truly worth the emotional toll it takes on you. By stepping back and reflecting on your motivations, you can make more mindful and intentional decisions about how to approach relationships. Additionally, consider how this relentless pursuit affects the other person involved. They may feel overwhelmed, pressured, or even objectified. Respecting their autonomy and boundaries is crucial for fostering healthy and respectful relationships. By understanding and addressing these dynamics, we can shift our focus from chasing to building meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Number 2. The Stoic path to contentment. In Stoicism, the ultimate goal isn't to chase external objects, such as women, but to cultivate inner strength and resilience. By focusing on what is within our control, we can find contentment regardless of external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius encouraged us to become the best version of ourselves rather than trying to mold someone else into our ideal partner. Think about the energy spent on trying to change others or our environment. What if that energy was directed inward? Instead of chasing after someone else's affection, focus on self-improvement. This doesn't mean becoming selfish or self-centered. It means developing a sense of self-worth that isn't dependent on external validation. Marcus Aurelius provides invaluable guidance on this path to inner transformation. He encourages us to waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In relationships, this means becoming the best version of ourselves, rather than trying to mold someone else into our ideal partner. By honing our character and living virtuously, we naturally attract others who appreciate these qualities. This shift in focus from external validation to internal growth is liberating. It frees us from the constant need for approval and allows us to build more genuine, fulfilling relationships. By focusing on self-improvement, you develop a strong sense of self that is attractive to others. Your confidence and integrity will naturally draw people towards you, creating a foundation for healthier and more respectful relationships. Furthermore, the pursuit of self-improvement isn't just about attracting others. It's about finding fulfillment and purpose in your own life. When you invest in your personal growth, you become more resilient, self-sufficient, and content. This inner strength enables you to navigate the challenges of life and relationships with greater ease and confidence. Consider how this approach can transform your interactions with others. Instead of seeking validation from external sources, you bring a sense of completeness and self-assurance to your relationships. This attracts like-minded individuals who value and respect your authenticity. By focusing on your own growth, you create a positive ripple effect that enhances all aspects of your life. Number 3. Virtue in relationships. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on virtue, living in accordance with reason and moral principles. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the happiness of our life depends on the quality of our thoughts. Instead of chasing women, strive to cultivate virtues within yourself. Practice wisdom, justice, courage, and self-discipline, which will make you more attractive to a potential partner. Virtue is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. It involves practicing wisdom in our decisions, justice in our actions, courage in facing challenges, and self-discipline in our behavior. These virtues are not just abstract ideals, they are practical guides for living a fulfilling life. In relationships, these virtues play a crucial role. For example, wisdom helps us make thoughtful decisions about who we choose to spend our time with and how we interact with them. Justice ensures that we treat our partners with fairness and respect. Courage allows us to face the inevitable challenges in relationships with strength and resilience. Self-discipline helps us maintain our composure and integrity, even in difficult situations. Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By focusing on cultivating virtue within ourselves, we improve the quality of our thoughts, and consequently, our lives. This inner transformation makes us more attractive to others, not because of superficial qualities, but because of the depth of our character. Furthermore, consider how the practice of virtue influences your interactions with others. When you approach relationships with a commitment to wisdom, justice, courage, and self-discipline, you create a foundation of trust and respect. These virtues guide your actions and decisions, ensuring that you interact with others in a way that is considerate and respectful, fostering a sense of mutual respect and understanding. Courage in relationships involves facing difficult conversations and challenges with honesty and integrity. It means standing up for what is right and addressing issues directly, rather than avoiding them. Self-discipline helps you maintain your composure and emotional stability, allowing you to navigate the ups and downs of relationships with grace and resilience. By cultivating these virtues within yourself, you become a person of integrity and character. This not only enhances your own well-being, but also makes you a more attractive and trustworthy partner. People are naturally drawn to those who live by their principles and demonstrate a commitment to virtuous living. Number 4. Embracing self-control. One key teaching of Stoicism is the importance of self-control. It's essential to refrain from pursuing women out of impulse or neediness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This means recognizing that you can control your reactions and emotions, even if you can't control the actions or feelings of others. Self-control is crucial in maintaining composure and emotional stability in relationships. It prevents us from making impulsive decisions based on fleeting emotions. Instead of reacting hastily, we can pause, reflect, and choose a more measured response. Imagine a situation where you feel an overwhelming desire to pursue someone who isn't interested. Without self-control, this impulse can lead to actions that are disrespectful and potentially harmful to both parties. However, by practicing self-control, you can acknowledge your feelings, understand their origins, and decide on a more respectful course of action. This practice of self-control also extends to managing our expectations and reactions. We must recognize that we cannot control the actions or feelings of others. We can only control how we respond. By maintaining this perspective, we can navigate relationships with greater composure and integrity. Additionally, self-control allows us to develop a sense of inner peace and stability. When we are in control of our emotions and reactions, we are less likely to be swayed by external circumstances. This inner strength enables us to handle challenges and conflicts with grace and resilience. Consider how self-control can enhance your relationships. When you approach interactions with a calm and composed mindset, you create an environment of trust and respect. Your ability to manage your emotions and reactions fosters a sense of security and stability in your relationships. Moreover, self-control is essential for maintaining healthy boundaries. It helps us resist the urge to pursue relationships out of desperation or neediness. Instead, we can approach relationships with a sense of confidence and self-assurance, knowing that our worth is not dependent on external validation. By practicing self-control, we become more mindful and intentional in our actions. We can make thoughtful decisions that align with our values and principles. This not only enhances our own well-being, but also creates a foundation for healthier and more respectful relationships. Number 5. Respecting autonomy. Chasing women often involves ignoring their autonomy and desires. Stoicism teaches us to respect the autonomy and individuality of others. Marcus Aurelius writes about aligning our desires with the natural order of the universe. Instead of chasing women, respect their choices and boundaries. Respecting autonomy means acknowledging that everyone has their own desires and paths in life. It's about understanding that we cannot impose our will on others or expect them to conform to our expectations. This respect for autonomy is essential for building healthy, respectful relationships. Imagine you're interested in someone who doesn't reciprocate your feelings. Instead of trying to change their mind or persuade them to see things your way, respect their decision. This respect for their autonomy demonstrates maturity and integrity. It shows that you value them as an individual and not just as an object of your desire. By respecting autonomy, we create space for genuine connections to form. We allow others to be themselves, which fosters mutual respect and understanding. This approach not only leads to healthier relationships, but also helps us grow as individuals. Furthermore, respecting autonomy means recognizing that everyone has their own unique experiences, perspectives, and desires. It means valuing and honoring their individuality rather than trying to mold them into our ideal partner. This respect for their autonomy creates a foundation of trust and mutual respect in our relationship. Consider how this approach can enhance your interactions with others. When you respect someone's autonomy, you show that you value them as a person and not just as a means to fulfill your own desires. This fosters a sense of trust and respect, allowing for deeper and more meaningful connections to form. Moreover, respecting autonomy means setting and respecting boundaries. It means understanding that everyone has their own limits and preferences, and it is important to honor those boundaries. This creates a sense of safety and security in our relationships, allowing for open and honest communication. By respecting autonomy, we also cultivate a sense of empathy and understanding. We recognize that everyone has their own struggles and challenges, and we approach relationships with compassion and respect. This fosters a sense of connection and understanding, allowing for more authentic and meaningful relationships to form. Number 6. The art of patience. Impatience can be a significant stumbling block in the pursuit of women. Stoicism advocates for patience, reminding us that some things are worth waiting for. Marcus Aurelius stated, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you." Be patient and allow time to reveal true compatibility. Patience is a virtue that allows us to make thoughtful and deliberate decisions. It helps us avoid the pitfalls of impulsive actions driven by the desire for instant gratification. By practicing patience, we can better assess our relationships and make choices that align with our values and long-term goals. Imagine you're eager to start a new relationship, but the person you're interested in needs more time. Instead of rushing or pressuring them, practice patience. Give them the space they need to feel comfortable and ready. This patience shows respect for their feelings and builds a stronger foundation for the relationship. Patience also helps us navigate the inevitable challenges in relationships. It allows us to approach conflicts and misunderstandings with a calm and composed mindset. By being patient, we can find solutions that are fair and respectful to both parties. Additionally, patience allows us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. When we take the time to truly understand someone's feelings and perspective, we can build stronger and more meaningful connections. This patience fosters a sense of trust and respect in our relationships. Consider how practicing patience can enhance your relationships. When you approach interactions with a patient and understanding mindset, you create an environment of trust and respect. This fosters a sense of security and stability in your relationships, allowing for deeper and more meaningful connections to form. Moreover, patience allows us to appreciate the journey rather than just focusing on the destination. It helps us find joy and fulfillment in the process of getting to know someone and building a relationship. This mindset shift allows us to savor the present moment and build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. Number 7. Rejection and Stoicism. Rejection is a common and often painful experience. Many men take rejection as a personal blow to their self-esteem. Stoicism offers a different perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears." View rejection as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Rejection can be difficult to handle, but it's an inevitable part of life. The Stoic approach to rejection is to reframe it as a learning experience rather than a personal failure. By changing our perspective, we can reduce the emotional impact of rejection and use it as a stepping stone, personal growth. Consider a situation where you've been rejected after expressing your interest in someone. Instead of feeling defeated or resentful, use this experience to reflect on what you can learn. Perhaps there are areas of personal growth you can focus on, or new approaches to relationships you can consider. The Stoic mindset helps us build resilience and self-confidence. It teaches us that rejection doesn't define our worth. Instead, it provides valuable insights that can help us improve and grow. By embracing this perspective, we can face rejection with grace and use it as an opportunity to become better individuals. Additionally, reframing rejection as a learning experience helps us develop a growth mindset. It encourages us to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than as failures. This mindset fosters resilience and adaptability, allowing us to navigate the ups and downs of relationships with greater ease and confidence. By embracing rejection as a learning experience, we also develop a sense of humility and self-awareness. We recognize that we are not perfect and that there is always room for growth and improvement. This humility allows us to approach relationships with a sense of openness and curiosity, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections. Moreover, viewing rejection as an opportunity for growth helps us develop a sense of self-worth that is not dependent on external validation. We learn to find value and fulfillment within ourselves, rather than seeking it from others. This inner strength allows us to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships, based on mutual respect and understanding. Number 8. The importance of perspective. Stoicism emphasizes maintaining a rational and balanced perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. Don't attach your happiness to the outcome of pursuing women. Find happiness in the present moment and in the relationships you already have." Maintaining perspective helps us navigate the highs and lows of relationships with greater emotional stability. It reminds us that our happiness shouldn't be dependent on external factors, but on our internal mindset. By focusing on the present moment and appreciating what we have, we can cultivate a sense of contentment and peace. Consider how often we get caught up in the pursuit of something we believe will bring us happiness, only to find that the journey itself is where true fulfillment lies. By appreciating the present and valuing the relationships we already have, we can find joy and satisfaction in the here and now. Marcus Aurelius' words remind us to be grateful for the simple things in life. Every morning is an opportunity to embrace the privilege of being alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. This perspective helps us focus on what truly matters and find happiness within ourselves, rather than constantly seeking it from external sources. Furthermore, maintaining perspective allows us to approach relationships with a sense of gratitude and appreciation. It helps us recognize the value of the people in our lives and the positive impact they have on our well-being. This gratitude fosters deeper and more meaningful connections. Consider how this perspective can transform your experience of relationships. Instead of constantly seeking external validation or striving for perfection, you can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment. This mindset shift allows you to build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. By focusing on the present moment and appreciating what we have, we can find a deep sense of fulfillment and peace. This perspective allows us to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. It reminds us that true happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. Number 9. Building meaningful connections. Stoicism teaches that meaningful and lasting connections come from authenticity and mutual respect. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Be authentic in your interactions, and you will naturally attract those who value you for who you are." Building meaningful connections requires us to be genuine and sincere in our interactions. It involves showing interest in others, listening actively, and being honest about our thoughts and feelings. By being authentic, we create space for others to do the same, fostering deeper and more meaningful relationships. Imagine meeting someone new and approaching the interaction with genuine curiosity and openness. Instead of trying to impress or win them over, focus on being yourself and showing genuine interest in getting to know them. This authenticity will be evident and appreciated, leading to more meaningful and lasting connections. Furthermore, consider how authenticity can enhance your interactions with others. When you approach relationships with a genuine and sincere mindset, you create an environment of trust and respect. This fosters a sense of security and stability, allowing for deeper and more meaningful connections to form. Moreover, authenticity helps us build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering a sense of empathy and compassion. This creates a foundation of trust and respect, allowing for more authentic and meaningful relationships to form. By being authentic, we also cultivate a sense of self-worth and confidence. We learn to value ourselves for who we are, rather than seeking validation from others. This inner strength allows us to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Additionally, authenticity helps us navigate the challenges and setbacks of relationships with greater resilience. It reminds us that our worth is not defined by external factors, but by our internal mindset and values. This inner strength allows us to handle conflicts and difficulties with grace and composure. By focusing on authenticity and mutual respect, we can build meaningful and lasting connections that enhance our well-being and enrich our lives. This approach allows us to create relationships that are based on genuine connection and mutual understanding, fostering a sense of fulfillment and peace. Number 10. The power of contentment. Stoicism emphasizes finding contentment within ourselves rather than seeking it externally. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "Very little is needed to make a happy life." True contentment comes from within, not from chasing women. Finding contentment within ourselves is a core principle of Stoic philosophy. It involves cultivating a mindset of gratitude and acceptance, recognizing that our happiness is not dependent on external factors, but on our internal state of mind. By focusing on what we have and appreciating the present moment, we can find a deep sense of fulfillment and peace. Consider the difference between constantly seeking external validation and finding satisfaction within yourself. When we rely on external sources for happiness, we become vulnerable to disappointment and frustration. However, when we cultivate inner contentment, we become resilient and self-sufficient. Marcus Aurelius's words remind us that happiness is within our reach, regardless of our external circumstances. By embracing a mindset of gratitude and focusing on the present, we can find joy and fulfillment in the simple pleasures of life. This inner contentment allows us to build healthier, more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Furthermore, finding contentment within ourselves allows us to approach relationships with a sense of confidence and self-assurance. We learn to value ourselves for who we are, rather than seeking validation from others. This inner strength allows us to build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. Consider how this perspective can transform your experience of relationships. Instead of constantly seeking external validation or striving for perfection, you can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment. This mindset shift allows you to build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. Moreover, finding contentment within ourselves helps us navigate the challenges and setbacks of relationships with greater resilience. It reminds us that our worth is not defined by external factors, but by our internal mindset and values. This inner strength allows us to handle conflicts and difficulties with grace and composure. By focusing on inner contentment and gratitude, we can find a deep sense of fulfillment and peace. This perspective allows us to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. It reminds us that true happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. Number 11. Freedom from attachment. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is freedom from attachment to external things. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Let go of the need for external validation and find strength in self-sufficiency. Freedom from attachment means not relying on external sources for our happiness and sense of self-worth. It involves letting go of the need for constant approval and validation from others. By finding strength in self-sufficiency, we become more resilient and less affected by external circumstances. Consider a situation where you've been hurt or disappointed by someone. Instead of seeking revenge or holding on to resentment, practice letting go. Focus on your own growth and well-being rather than dwelling on the actions of others. This freedom from attachment allows you to move forward with a sense of peace and clarity. Marcus Aurelius's words remind us that true strength comes from within. By cultivating self-sufficiency and inner resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and composure. This freedom from attachment empowers us to live authentically and build relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Furthermore, consider how this perspective can transform your experience of relationships. Instead of constantly seeking external validation or striving for perfection, you can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment. This mindset shift allows you to build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. By letting go of the need for external validation, you can find a deep sense of fulfillment and peace. This perspective allows us to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. It reminds us that true happiness comes from within and is not dependent on external circumstances. Additionally, freedom from attachment helps us develop a sense of self-worth and confidence. We learn to value ourselves for who we are, rather than seeking validation from others. This inner strength allows us to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Number 12. The Stoic approach to love. Stoicism encourages us to cultivate a love that is virtuous, selfless, and enduring. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that." Practice love based on respect, understanding, and selflessness. The Stoic approach to love involves cultivating a deep and meaningful connection based on mutual respect and understanding. It means practicing love that is grounded in virtue and moral principles, rather than fleeting desires. This type of love is characterized by selflessness, empathy, and a commitment to the well-being of your partner. Imagine a relationship where both partners prioritize each other's happiness and well-being. Instead of engaging in petty games or seeking revenge when things go wrong, they approach each situation with understanding and compassion. This virtuous love creates a strong and enduring bond that withstands the test of time. Marcus Aurelius's words remind us that the best way to handle conflicts and challenges in relationships is to rise above them. By practicing virtuous love, we build a foundation of trust and respect that strengthens our relationships and enhances our overall well-being. Furthermore, consider how this approach can transform your experience of love and relationships. Instead of constantly seeking external validation or striving for perfection, you can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment. This mindset shift allows you to build relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding. Moreover, practicing virtuous love helps us navigate the challenges and setbacks of relationships with greater resilience. It reminds us that our worth is not defined by external factors, but by our internal mindset and values. This inner strength allows us to handle conflicts and difficulties with grace and composure. By focusing on virtuous love and mutual respect, we can build meaningful and lasting connections that enhance our well-being and enrich our lives. This approach allows us to create relationships that are based on genuine connection and mutual understanding, fostering a sense of fulfillment and peace. As we've explored, Stoicism offers profound insights into approaching relationships with wisdom and grace. By embracing these principles, we can cultivate inner strength and build meaningful connections. Remember, it's not the challenges we face, but how we respond to them defines our path forward. Thank you for watching Live Kindly. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Leave a comment below, sharing how you plan to incorporate these Stoic lessons into your daily life. Together, let's build a community where we support and uplift each other through the teachings of Stoicism. Stay strong, Stoics.